Are you wondering about what are the best men's dress shoes money can buy? Because we are in 2020 and you're really spoiled for choice. There are so many great brands out there producing fantastic shoes in all price ranges. It makes it really difficult to pick, right? Lucky for you, I've got the answer right here. Because I just got my hands on a pair of the best Wholecut Oxfords I have ever seen in the planet by Paolo Scafora Napoli. And I will show you 6 reasons why they make the best handmade men's shoes in the world. Coming up. So, the high-end dress shoes industry has some really fierce competition right now. You have Antonio Macariello, you have Gesgiano Girling, Edward Green, San Crispins, to name a few, just a few. And in today's video, I will show you why I believe that these here are the best handmade men's dress shoes from the high end that I have personally handled in my life from Paolo Scafora Napoli. Paolo Scafora is a small family business with a workshop in Naples, Italy. Has been making bespoke shoes since the 50s. In the last 10 to 15 years, they also launched their ready-to-wear line, which is fully handmade and based on their bespoke standards. So let's begin the unboxing of the Paolo Scafora 175B Wholecut Oxford in Montella calf. So immediately you will see there's a super high quality box that comes with shoes, and it has some really nice extensive handwritten notes on the side, who it is for, the model, the last, the leather, lining, construction, sole, and color. So, really nice branded brown box. Inside, let's see what you get. You get a really nice small leaflet that says, "Thank you for choosing this creation." A pair of shoelaces. That's pretty nice. Really good quality. Inside you get tissue paper, branded, really nice. Not not basic. They haven't spared any expenses even on this. There's a lot as well on the sides, perfect for protection and transport. Wow, the shoe bags. The shoe bags are fantastic. Shoe bags feel like silk. Just look at them. And there you have it. These are fantastic. Basic stuff first. So this is a Wholecut. It means it's a plain toe Oxford with no cap toe. It's made from a single piece of leather. This particular model has a brown, mid-brown towards dark color that is called Montella. It comes on the last Q with a leather sole. Wow. And a Norwegian construction, as you can see here. And more on that later. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyelets, lasted shoe trees, branded. What strikes me the most immediately, apart from the last, is how good the burnishing around the edges is. It's so, it fits the shoe perfect, but it's also seamless. The transition between the leather, the real color, and the burnishing is fantastic. Every detail, from the stitching density to how sturdy and good quality the laces feel, and the interior calf is so trimmed and nice. Everything is so good. Everything is sharp. The sole is, just look at the sole, man. Last Q, as we said, is a very sharp, aggressive, soft square last. You can see. Look at this. Very sharp and very chiseled. Only Paolo Scafora could marry this shape, this elegant design of a Wholecut with a 360-degree Norwegian stitching braided construction. It's the holy grail of shoe construction. Now the sole, of course, closed channel, so you can not see the stitching. It has a relatively smaller fiddleback waist, and it's not so beveled as you might be used to in really high-end shoes. I could say this is the only bad point for you that want a really, or expecting a really tight waist and a big fiddleback waist. You might be disappointed, but the construction even of the sole and how the family crest is embossed here and the finishing, everything is absolutely marvelous. It's just their style in the end. And as I said, lightweight shoe trees, they're actually quite lightweight. It's perfect for travel. That's a really good thing. And it's perfect for the shoes themselves. They're not your generic, average shoe tree. Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, just take a look at them. Marvel for a moment before we move on. So why are these the best handmade shoes in my opinion? I will give you 6 reasons why. First of all, reason number 1. These are 100% handmade, which means hand lasted, hand welted, hand sewn. In comparison, even brands like Edward Green, for example, Graziano and Girling, and all the British brands, they're Goodyear welted, so they use machine. While these, they're made entirely by hand. Only brands like Vass, Budapest, and St. Crispin's, for example, are one of the few that still make handmade shoes. And then we go to reason number 2, because details matter, as you saw also in the unboxing. First of all, Paolo Scafora uses the best available materials from leather to soles to insoles. It's fantastic. Even the shoe trees are hand carved and lasted and super lightweight, perfect for travel. Now, of course, the construction is a big thing because the Norwegian construction takes a long time to make. And inside here, in the toe cup and both in the heel stiffener, the one they use is actual leather and not leatherboard or celastic. For example, Edward Green, that costs even more. They use a celastic thermoplastic cap reinforcement, which it doesn't have anything to do really with quality, especially at this point, but it's just small details that matter, right? Then we go to reason number 3. I told you that this is handmade, right? But this is also small batch production from a small workshop. They focus on quality over quantity. This is not a mass-produced shoe. It's fully handmade. And every shoe can take 50, 70 hours to make depending on the construction. While when you compare it to a mass-produced Goodyear welted shoe, they can make it in less than an hour, sometimes 30 minutes. The very cheap ones, probably less than that. Reason number 4, again, we go back to the construction. So this is a 360 Norwegian construction. You can identify it by the braided double-stitched welt that there is on the top. It's a really hard, traditional shoe construction that only the best do. Very few pro companies do this, and Paolo Scafora can even do a bit more complex one that's called Tyrolese. Kind of fantastic. There are not many companies in the world that can produce it with such good result and make a shoe like this that is so elegant by itself to elevate it to the next level without looking too much or too big or too weird. It's fantastic. Reason number 5 for me is the lasts. Specifically, this last is the Q. It is fantastic. The thing is, they are exciting. It's not boring. When you take a shoe that is, for example, English, most of them at least, they are not so exciting. They're traditional. They have some curves. They can be overly round. But these are sharp. These are aggressive. These are elegant. They are exciting. Just look at it, like I showed you before in the unboxing. This is a very sharp, soft square last. If you are looking for something different than your average round or quotation marks boring last, these are the ones for you. They have everything that you might need. Let's go to reason number 6. Value for money. When you're going to the enthusiast level, money usually is not a problem. You can't afford it, but you're still looking for value, right? Why pay more when you can get more for less? This particular shoe is a fantastic piece of footwear. Costs $1,240, including lightweight shoe trees, lasted shoe trees, fantastic construction, and comes also with free shipping, right? It costs less than, for example, St. Crispin's, John Lobb, a lot of Fedora Green, and pretty much any high-end designer shoes out there. It delivers the same or better quality in many cases. So, I mean, you just need to look at the sole and the construction and the finishing to understand that you have a really amazing piece of footwear in your hands. For this price, I'm mind blown. And here's also a bonus reason. Reason number 7. Extensive, endless customization. What you can do with Paolo Scafora is that you can create, of course for a start chart, made to order shoes to your liking. Not only you can select which leather you want, which color you want, which patina you want, which exotic leather you want, how do you want the inside, the construction, there are 5 different constructions. How do you want your sole to be? Do you want it half leather, city sole, Vibram? Do you want toe taps? Do you want your initials hammered inside with nails? Or even you can draw a wine bottle or a wine glass with nails on the bottom for an extra price. It's fantastic. The sky is the limit. And this personal customization is definitely one of the things that you're looking for in such high end, in my opinion. So these are the 6, well, sort of 7 reasons why I think Paolo Scafora is the best ready-to-wear high-end men's dress shoes on the world right now that you can get for this price. Of course, this is my opinion. I am mind blown by this pair of Wholecuts by Paolo Scafora, and I really hope you are too. I think these are some of the best shoes in the market right now, definitely in the Wholecut section, and I think this brand deserves much more recognition. It offers uncompromising quality. It's built like a tank. It looks like a supermodel, and it will get everyone talking about you. It's a surefire conversation starter, and when people notice, they will notice. So you can find this pair in the Noble Shoe right now. I will leave the description down below. They are dropping late July 2020, so you can pre-order them. They come with free lasted shoe trees and free shipping, so it's a pretty good deal. And there are 2 more models as well if you want to browse around. It's a split-toe derby and a pair of double monks. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, or maybe leave a comment with your thoughts about Paolo Scafora or this particular model. I would really appreciate it. And before you go, I have something extra for you, and you all know what's coming, right? So, why was there a baguette in the zoo? Because it was bred in captivity. See ya.